You can keep the time 13 minutes, give a reminder so that next 2 minutes the presentation is wound up.
Okay, sir.
All right, please go ahead.
SJVN. We are here to share the response of SJVN to COVID-19. So first of all, an introduction about SJVN. SJVN is a socially responsible company, I would say. It's into power generation. So SJVN is into power generation, that is our core, and being hydro power generation as our core function, and we are also expanding into the solar and the solar power, and then thermal power and wind power generations. So presently in hand, we have seven projects in operation with the installed capacity of 2016.51 megawatt. And there are other projects under construction. There are 9 projects under construction, and pre-construction stage there are 3 projects, and survey and investigation there are 5 projects. And we also have a 86-kilometer long 400 kV transmission line and 217 kilometer tunnel from Arun 3 Nepal to India border. We are a mini Ratna category A, category 1 schedule A CPSU, and we have projects in Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Nepal, and Bhutan. So about in response to COVID, I would say that we were prescient in taking precautionary measures to combat the pandemic COVID-19, and we were very proactive in perceiving the seriousness of global pandemic at the very outset and forayed into different relief and aid measures. So as the COVID came into India, and we were actually proactive, we were following it closely. On 11th March, it was declared, WHO declared that COVID-19 as pandemic. And after that, there were other timelines. PM declared nationwide lockdown on 24th March 2020. And there was a solidarity call of where PM called the honorable PM asked all the individuals in India, all the nationwide, to switch off the lights. It also impacted our organization. Will elaborate how, and thereafter there were many timelines. So there were challenges. First, continuity of operations, because SJVN being power generation company, because you know that power is required, electricity is required 24/7 throughout the year. So there was a challenge that continuity of operations, even when there was a total lockdown, total shutdown of all the organizations, all the units, but there had to be a continuity of operations at our end. Then there were so many restrictions imposed due to lockdown, but our company, our employees of the organization had to move because to continue the operations. And then working in virtual teams was difficult because we being a PSU, we were not actually so much used to it. We had to impose the virtual working in virtual teams immediately. So, and then migration of laborers from construction sites. We have many projects in construction phase. We have other units also where construction is taking place. So migration of laborers was also a challenge. But very parallel to these challenges, we had an excellence, core excellence also. So that was 24/7 uninterrupted power supply. That is a very bottom of our organization, very core of our organization. And then we contributed to PM Care Fund rupees 25 crores. And then grid stability. On the solidarity call, we had contributed the grid stability to an utmost importance. And then CSR initiatives undertaken even during the lockdown. So SJVN initiatives, if we count the initiatives, These were the obviously the power generation, uninterrupted power generation, monetary contribution to various funds, support to hospitals and local administration, awareness campaigns, providing food and packets and medical kits to the needy, proactively handling the situation. So first, if we talk about how we started our journey in the lockdown. 24th March was the date when nationwide lockdown was declared, and all the SDVN offices, in according to that lockdown, was closed. But the generation had to go on. So what we did, we took special administrative approvals from the local administrations. We took special approvals and we got the passes for our engineers who are working in the powerhouse 24 into 7. And we continued the operations as it is. And then support functions to those activities were provided by our by the employees back at home. They were working from home, and they were providing all the support activities to these people. And the powerhouses continued the so this manner we resumed office, but that was done in the phased manner. Uh, Starting from 24th April, we started working in offices with the manpower up to 30% of the executives first, and then 50% of the employees were called, in which executives were there and non-executives were there. We called 100% of, but then we all the measures were taken for this proper sanitizing was done, and everybody was called to use the and about unlock. When we started our unlock practices, I was on this slide, I guess. So So other measures which we took was that we all the meetings which we scheduled in our offices or outside offices, we did it through all these online portals. So we conducted virtual meetings, and then we put a much stress on the training on working virtually. We trained our executives on how to work virtually in virtual teams, and then there were interviews also scheduled for the promotions, internal promotions were scheduled. We quickly took a call and we scheduled the interviews through virtual platforms. And this was a huge success. We were successful to promote our people well on time. And then we started conducting all our trainings on various topics through online platforms only. So we did not stop our trainings because we have a training calendar for every year. We had already fixed that, but we did not stop our training. The only turn which we took was to conduct the trainings online. And then there was a major uh, step which was taken. Our Honorable PM called for solidarity on 5th April, and he asked that all the residents of India should switch off the lights for 9 minutes. So this was a huge pressure on this was to pose a huge pressure on the grid stability with the chances of grid failure even, because there was assumed that there will be a massive drop of approximately 32 gigawatts in the span of 25 minutes, and this has had to be done by the hydro and gas based generating units. So a meeting was called in the Ministry of Power where SJVN assured that this TC kind of thing will be handled safely and successfully by the hydro units of SJVN. And SJVN played an important role in the grid stability because hydro generating units were ready to handle this. So this was the major step which was taken. And now, for the next slide, I would request Mr. Dheeraj Gupta, Senior Manager.
Thank you, Vanna. I hope everywhere we are audible.
Yes.
Yeah. So, SJVN's response for combating COVID-19 was multifarious, and because our projects are located in remote areas, so the main task with us was to make people aware about COVID-19 in remote area, project affected people basically. So we used 13 mobile medical units, that is called Satluj Sanjeevani Seva, not only for providing basic medical facility, but also for promoting awareness of COVID-19. We also did awareness programs through social media, pamphlets, coding, and we also did it through airing radio jingles. And so we have created a dedicated COVID fund under CSR. We have kept amount of rupees 25 crore for CSR for combating COVID during 2021. As per statute, we have to spend 2% of our average net profit for CSR, which comes to around 36 crore. But because this situation is extraordinary, so we took a special approval from our BOD for additional budget of rupees 10 crore. So instead of 36 crore, our CSR budget for this year is 46 crore. We provided fund of rupees 25 crore to PM CARES fund, which like 5 crore during 1920 immediately after the lockdown, and 20 crore during the 2021. Sir, our employees also came forward for this cause and contributed 32 lakh to PM CARES fund from their salaries. And our employees also contributed towards COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund of HP to the tune of 45 lakh. And employees have also contributed for felicitating Corona warriors, that is sanitation workers of MC Shimla and SJVN, and we provided 5,000 per warrior, and that comes to rupees 59 lakhs. We also provided support to state and district administration. Rupees 50 lakhs has been contributed to Uttarakhand State Disaster Management Relief Authority, and rupees 30 lakh to local administration of HP project area to combat the COVID-19. During the lockdown and also after that, a lot of government hospitals has asked us to contribute financially and infrastructurally so that they can combat this COVID-19. So we provided ventilators to government hospitals, personal protection equipments, and other essential items like food, mask, sanitizer, gloves, etc. has also been provided. We also provided follower beds with side rail, cardiac stand, and we also did a project with financial implication of 60 lakh in Buxar and Ara district of Bihar for providing medical infrastructure to hospitals. And state government has approached us for providing quarantine units. So we declared project hospitals at Jhakri and Bayer in Himachal Pradesh as quarantine units. We also provided 48 quarters to state government to serve as quarantine centers. And a Hydel Training Institute, which is located in Kotla, Himachal Pradesh, has been handed over to state government for using it as quarantine center. And then there was a problem of migrant workers, so we distribute food packets to needy people around Buxar and other areas with financial implication of 50 lakh. We are also running a project in Safdarjung Hospital, wherein we are providing one-time meal for 2 months to 350 doctors and staff of Safdarjung Hospital. And the financial implication for this is approximately 50 lakh. And approximately over 1,50,000 kg of food supplies have been made to medical staff, migrant workers in project areas. So during the lockdown, district administration has also asked for infrastructure and vehicle support. So we are providing vehicles to local administration, and we be providing it till the situation comes to the normal. And we have already provided over 1,800 PPE kits, 2 lakh masks, 15,000 gloves, and 37,000 liter sanitizers to hospital and general public at large. Future roadmap is that we will be providing 24/7 electricity to the nation. That is the core of our organization. Then government guidelines will be strictly adhered, and we will continue to work in virtual teams till the situation is normalized. And we are also planning to have a policy of work from home, but it is not yet been implemented. And we have already provided dedicated fund for COVID-19 during 2019-2021. But if the situation remains the same, we will also keep a separate fund for COVID-19 during 21-22 also. And the workplace protocols are going to be there. And to deal with threat of corona, all head of projects have been requested to extend all possible help under this CSR to local administration, to the state government, and to people of project area at last. So this was the response of SJVN towards COVID-19. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It seems a major thing which you did was to ensure continuity of your operations, and also, under your CSR responsibilities, you seems to have done a lot of work. More for your employees as well as for public in general, I understand.
Right.
Now, just I wanted to know, your company SJVN is in profit, and has all these operations affected your profitability to some extent?
Sorry, sir, please come again.
First is your company in profit? SJVN?
Yes, sir. Our profit is to the tune of approximately 700 crore per year, profit before tax.
So all these operations, have they affected your profitability? And if so, to what extent?
No, sir, our profitability was not affected at all, because our core business is to provide electricity. So we were allowed to remain in operation even during the lockdown and after the lockdown. So our profitability was not hampered at all.
This CSR fund you have created, is it out of your reserves or out of your, from where did you get the funds?
Sir, actually, as per the Company Act 2013, we have to spend 2% of average net profit for our CSR activities. So
out of your profitability, out of your profits only you are keeping for CSR activities. Am I right?
Sir, 35. As per statute, we have to keep 35 crore under CSR. But we took special approval from our board, and for this year we have additional 10 crore for CSR. So budget for 2021 under CSR is 46 crore, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Right. Thank you.
Sharma sir.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I just want to know how you managed the 9 minutes operations when Prime Minister called for 9 minutes light off. How much megawatt were you generating, and how much you had kept as spinning reserves? So what was the operation during those times? Those 9 minutes.
So actually, in generation, we don't have reserves of our electricity, right?
No.
Whatever we have,
No. It is called spinning reserves. Means machine is kept running, but it is not connected to the synchronized to the grid. But as soon as your load dispatch center says that you connect it, you can increase load instantly.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So what we did was, what happened was that the initially at 8:30, before 8:30 means at 9 o'clock it was to the demand had to go down. So 8:30 all the thermal plants took over, and they were running to provide the electricity, and these hydro and gas based plants were scheduled to be starting up in between 9. This strategy was made that these hydropower plants will come into operation at 9 p.m. and these will be supported by 18 other gas plants after that. So our engineers were there. They were operating the were there in the powerhouse. They were looking after all the machines that they like support.
Sir, actually, we are both from HR, so we may not be able to give you.
Okay. Understandable. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I have